Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. My name is Vashti, and today I want to share with you dollar store inspired learning activities that you can try that are sure to keep your toddler's brain stimulated and their hands busy while traveling. In this video, I will share with you activities that I made for my son that worked really well, and I hope you guys find this helpful. So with that being said, let's dive right in.
Magnets are so great for traveling with. Not only do they provide early scientific fun for your toddler, but kids just seem to love them and it's easier for magnets to stay in one spot. So today I'm going to show you some DIY options. My son is in what is called the connection phase of play, so basically that means he loves joining things together, connecting objects, opening and closing things, and so if your child is anything like mine and is in that play schema right now, the magnets would be a good option to try. So I had this activity in my last video, but as you can see, he's placing these squares in a small tin can. So that is also creating problem solving for your toddler as they learn about volume and how to fit things in properly so they can close the tin can. These wooden squares are great for my toddler to hold in his little hands and stay occupied with. So with just a little paint, Mod Podge to keep the paint lasting longer, and hot glue, you can create this little tactile activity for your child. I got everything here at the dollar store, so it's super cheap. So I came across this pretend play activity while on Pinterest, and I thought I'd give it a try. So all you need is colorful felt, a popsicle sticker dowel, string, paper clips, scissors, hot glue, and a magnet. So it's pretty easy to put together. Simply cut out your fish shape, glue the paper clip onto the one side of the fish shape, and cover it with the other felt piece. Then you glue around the inner parts of the felt to keep it enclosed. Next, you take your dowel or popsicle stick and glue the string to the dowel and attach the magnet by gluing it onto the string. Then you're ready to play by connecting the rod to each of the fish and moving them around. This game is designed to improve your child's tactile, visual scanning, and fine and large motor development. It helps them learn to sort, learn their basic colors, and to count. It also builds muscle stability as your toddler steadies their hand carefully to place the rod onto the fish, and it promotes teamwork as you help them. Let me help you? It is the perfect game for those road trips, airplane rides, and to play quietly with on those rainy days. So I found these stickers at the dollar store and I noticed that there is more than one of the same animal or object on each of the sheets. So I thought it would be cool to cut out animal and vehicle shapes to use as a matching game for my son. I don't have a good printer right now, so this was perfect for creating a fun magnetic matching game for my son. And again, I use magnets so that when traveling, it would make it easier to stay in one spot. And so all you have to do is just peel the sticker off and put it on the magnet and cut it out. I took a whole extra step, which you definitely don't need to do, and laminated the stickers before putting it on the magnet. I thought it would be more durable to do it that way, but then realized that the magnet is thick enough for your child. Honestly, I don't know why it took longer than I had to. I've just been so obsessed with using my laminator lately. I take any opportunity possible to use it. So this is a fun game to get your toddler familiar with their animals and vehicles while improving on their language development and problem-solving skills. So with this activity, I bought a flashcard set and stuck them to these magnet sheets and then just cut them in half and used them as matching cards. I thought this would be a great matching game, and I used pictures that are familiar to my son to make it easier for him to match the different pieces together. Realizing after I made these, it's still a bit challenging for a toddler who is under 2 to understand the concept of aligning the pieces together, but if you are there to guide and assist them, they have fun with it regardless. I introduce 2 pictures at a time so not to overwhelm my son, and together we practice his words, which builds his language, social and interactive skills, and the matching helps with visual memory and concentration. Okay, so I know this activity comes with a ton of pieces, so you're probably thinking it's so easy for these pieces to go missing. But if you're on a plane and you're sitting beside your child and you're in one spot the whole time, I don't think there is a problem with giving this activity a try. So with this particular activity, I use more of these wood pieces to write each number in their quantity on top of the square. So as you sit with your toddler and go through this together, you are helping them learn how to count, identify numbers, and understand their quantity. For example, squares that have the number 3 on them means that there are 3 squares that have the number 3 on them and we need to find them. So as you find the number 3s, you are teaching them to count. 1 3, 2 3, 3 3s, and so on and so forth. So this is another cheap activity from the dollar store that helps your toddler learn their numbers in a fun and an imaginative way. I just took some magnets on the back as a more travel-friendly option, and together with my toddler, we count to 10 by matching the sea creature pictures with the numbers. This is just another creative way to introduce numbers to your toddler and help them with counting and learning about quantity. The idea of the puzzle is also to help your toddlers find motor skills and concentration as they work to carefully fit the pieces together. Threading is a great activity to help children develop fine motor skills that is essential for being able to draw, write, do up buttons, tie shoelaces, and so much more. Threading also helps to develop eye-hand coordination and concentration skills. So I bring a couple threading options along with us when we travel, mainly because there are so many quick and easy options to choose from, and they are light enough and small enough to fit in your carry-on without taking up any room. So a cheap dollar store alternative to the real bead threading, this hands-on imaginative play is just as good as if you were actually threading with beads. It still promotes self-confidence when your child can get the straw through the little hole, social skills when you're guiding and assisting them, cognitive skills, and building resilience. I know when my son first started out, he didn't have much patience for trying to get the string or the straw through the hole, and he would get frustrated and throw it away. But now he is resilient to keep going much longer before getting frustrated. The more times he can get the straw through the hole in the middle of the felt shape, the more confident he gets to keep going. So again, this is very similar to the last activity I showed you. You can use cardboard, thick paper, or laminated paper, and just use a hole puncher to punch big enough holes to get the string through. So in this case, I'm using shoelaces to guide the lace through the holes. This is just another activity with the same concept. It's also good for your toddler to handle different textured or different shaped objects because tactile learning helps promote creativity in your child, even if it's for the same purpose. And it's also to show you that you can use whatever you have laying around. Another way to practice threading, tactile learning, and their fine motor skill improvement is to use these light dollar store balls with holes to stick the pipe cleaner through. I like to bring this along with us for our long trips. Because he is still little, assistance is needed. It helps when I hold and steady the ball so he can focus on getting each pipe cleaner through the hole. Pipe cleaners are also a fun activity all by itself. It can promote imaginative play as your child fiddles around with the pipe cleaner, making different shapes out of it or even making bracelets. Again, same concept. You can show your toddler how to put the Cheerios onto the pipe cleaner, or you can just let them eat the Cheerios, but it's also another way to promote tactile learning as they feel different textures and use their taste sensory to eat the Cheerios. It's just another fun way to keep your toddler busy and interested and not bored while on those long trips. With all that being said, I've learned that threading doesn't come as an exciting activity for my son. He's simply just not interested in threading long enough to keep him occupied. He'll try for a few minutes, but then gets so frustrated or he even just throws his activity away. Or, as you can see, just eats it. I don't think the patience that this activity requires is really worth it for my son right now, even if it's Cheerios. The reason why I had it in here is because every child is different. So if you think your child would stay engaged in an activity like this, then give it a try. I like all my threading ideas and I'm kind of bummed my son doesn't really care for them, but I'm still going to hold on to these in hopes that one day my son will like it, or at least when my daughter gets old enough that she'll enjoy it herself. So the next category I want to talk about is Velcro and stickers. These next activities are great for your toddler's sensory experience, from hearing the noise from the Velcro peel, causing a satisfaction and a repetitiveness to keep peeling and sticking it back on, to exploring sticky stickers. Stickers and paper are a great way to keep your toddler entertained while traveling. Not only does it bring joy and excitement as your child looks at all the bright colored options that stickers have to offer, it's also great developmentally for them. Stickers keep your little one practicing their pincer grasp, hand coordination, visual scanning as they look to choose which sticker they want to peel off, spatial awareness, sensory exploration, and hand strength. Tape and sticky pads are another great way for your toddler to stay entertained by simply peeling and sticking them on objects around them. These are great open play toys to take along as you travel. My toddler has this thing where he likes to hold small things in his hand, so this is great for traveling. There are endless ways to play with these toys, and it promotes imaginative play in your child. It also provides the opportunity for them to practice and develop their language and social skills. So, while we're on the conversation of ripping and peeling, a great game I thought I would try with my son is Animal Rescue, where you tape the animals to the table and they get to peel them off and save them. I just thought it could be another way for him to practice his pincer grasp and fine motor skills, but my son did not like it at all. I've tried twice, once several months back with his larger animals, and it's been a fail in our household and does not live up to the hype of what I've seen on Pinterest, at least for my kids. So if you think it's clever and want to give it a go, by all means try it out. Like stickers, sticky paper, and tape, kids love rubber bands and they are so versatile as they can be used for lots of different activities. Because rubber bands don't take up much room when traveling, I like to take these along and give my toddler opportunities to work on his fine motor skills. If you're on a plane, using the water or coffee cup given to you, you can use it for wrapping the elastic band around, hence working on their hand strength. A water bottle works great too. If your toddler is anything like mine, they will love holding onto the bands and putting the elastics inside the cup. Nothing too fancy or Pinterest worthy about this, but I started this activity book on a whim one night, then it just transpired into an activity book. You, of course, can go out and buy one. I know the Dollarstore had a lot of coloring books and things of that nature. You by no means have to make your own, but I just thought I'd throw this in here because I know what my son is interested in at this stage of life, and I didn't want to give him anything that was too complicating, as most books like these are for older kids. I was in the process of getting him familiar with his colors and shapes, and I also knew that he enjoys collecting pieces to hold and peeling things off of Velcro, so my son loves playing with this book, and it brings me such joy watching him play with it because a lot of time went into it, and even to this day during my free time, I'm adding pages to it, and it's actually been so much fun. Small enough to take with you anywhere, these Velcro popsicle sticks develop and strengthen your child's fine motor skills as they learn how to peel and stick two objects together. They are developing their hand and finger strength and also their eye-hand coordination as they try and stick each of the Velcro parts together. This activity is easy to make. All you need is popsicle sticks from the dollar store and round or square Velcro strips to place on each of them. If you're on the plane or at home and sitting beside your child who is still quite young, it's a good idea to be there to assist them for the first while. Helping them understand the concept of putting these two objects together keeps them from getting super frustrated when the sticks tend to all stick and bunch. Another great way to play with this activity is to show them how to peel each of the sticks away from each other. There is no one way to do something when you have a toddler. Instilling creativity and problem solving while they're still young is sure to develop patience and resilience in your child. Another thing my son loves to do with these popsicle sticks is make little habitats for his dinosaurs, so this is just another example that there is different ways to use this activity. This is a good option if you can't fit books in your carry-on or you don't have a small enough book to bring with you. You can just turn these cheap flashcards into a book by using a hole puncher and some binder rings. I actually like doing this with all my flashcards as they hold together nicely in one spot, and it keeps them from slipping out of those little hands and going all over the place. So it's perfect for traveling, and it's just another fun way for your toddler to build their language and literacy skills.
Well, there you have it. Easy to make, engaging learning activities for your toddler that you can bring with you as you fly. As you've seen, it does not take much to entertain your toddler, so even just trying one or two of these activities is sure to keep them busy. If you liked this video, feel free to watch my last video where I talk more about travel activities or quiet time activities that have really helped us, and I hope you guys find them helpful as well. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!